Hello there, and welcome to UK Diesel and Electric Railway Modelling. My name's Dave, and I'd like to go over what is in effect a mission statement of what I want to accomplish with this channel. My modelling roots go back to the late 80s, early 90s when I was train spotting, but as the real railways saw my favourite locos, units and liveries consigned to history, my interest in the real thing faltered, and I started to focus more on recreating that period in time that I really liked, but in model form. But for me, something has gone wrong with the UK model railway scene. When I go to model railway shows, so often I'm disappointed. For me, railway modelling is about recreating a window in time where you can peer through it and view things how they used to be. But when I go to a show and I see the same loco on 5 different layouts where all the stock is out of the box and on the track, and the buildings are pre-painted resin scaled ale items, or a depot where someone's got 5 Pico Hornby or Bachmann depot buildings and shoved them together to make a bigger version. Real depots aren't cookie cutter constructions that all look the same. When I see a layout like that, I find myself thinking to myself, well, you've done a nice job of laying the track, but when it comes to the rolling stock and the buildings, it turned into an exercise of shopping. I'll have one of those, and 3 of those, please. Now, I'm not an elitist. If that's good enough for you on your home layout, then that's fine. I'm describing what I feel, not prescribing how it has to be. But there's got to be more to modelling than that. Let's consider locos for a moment. 20 years ago, I would think nothing to take in a 20-25 pound Lima Class 31, cutting a hole in the roof and fitting it with a proper roof fan and grille set, and slicing off the plastic moulded lines that represented the handrails and replacing them with proper wire handrails, or renumbering something or doing a repaint. But today, it seems that so many people don't do this anymore, because the new models are built to higher standards and they already have wire handrails and a roof fan and grille. And they don't want to screw up something they just paid £100 on. I can understand that. But it's gone further than that. People aren't even renumbering and renaming locos anymore. A simple example was Hornby's Dutch liveried Class 31 110. I must have seen that loco at every show I went to for the first 3 years after that model came out. I'd see a layout and check and, oh, yep, 110 again. And the same goes for stock. There's a huge reward in buying a plastic wagon kit, assembling and painting it and be able to say, I did that, I took my time and effort, and I built that with my own 2 hands. The techniques to do it are really simple, and it's wonderful to place an emphasis on your models and have something different, something unique. It's far more rewarding than just going shopping. Do you want to be another person who's got the same loco as everyone else? Have you considered changing it? Are you satisfied at having the same models that everybody else got because they went to a model shop and they bought the same item as you? Or do you want to have something that's different, something that's yours? Would you like to know how? With this channel, I'm going to show you how to modify, renumber, repaint, build kits, and eventually I'll be building a new layout from scratch. So I'll take you through the process of how I build a layout from the planning and designing stage through baseboards, laying track, doing the electrics and the scenery. And I'll do it in a tutorial format so you'll be able to follow it for yourselves. But I'm not just doing this to inspire you to get out and do some modelling for yourself. I'm trying to inspire myself into getting things done as well. And 3 things have led to this. First of all, I'm a member of Model Railway Society, and a few of the older guys have hinted that they're not getting any younger, and as my hairline is getting higher and, I'm going a little bit grey, I'm getting a reminder that I've only got a certain amount of modelling life in me before my eyesight is shot or my hands too shaky to hold a scalpel anymore. And secondly, it goes back to railway shows. You know when you go to those local shows and you've got some old guy who's been crafting together some big O-gauge steam loco from a kit, or he's cut the metal himself, and every year you see him there in the same place explaining how he does it and teaching other modellers. And he's done this every year for 20 and 30 and 40 years. And then one year he's not there, and you ask someone and you say, where's Bob? And they reply, oh, he died last November. That's sad. It's not just that he died, but all his knowledge, his craftsmanship, it's gone forever. And I suppose there's a bit of an ego in me that wants to inspire and pass on the things that I've learned. And maybe one of you will share my video and say, hey, there's a guy on YouTube that shows how to do that, and it's so easy. And finally, it's the main problem. As with many of you, my computer is attached to the internet. The internet contains everything in the whole wide world ever. And I don't know about you, but sometimes I find everything in the whole wide world ever to be a little bit distracting. It's easy to lose a day's modelling just browsing through Wikipedia or looking up photos on Flickr. And I found myself spending more time on railway forums talking about modelling rather than doing modelling. So I plan to make a video every month and force myself to literally be more constructive with my time. So join me and let's do some railway modelling.